Hello and welcome, everybody. We are live from Fort Mill, South Carolina. You're in the zone. That is the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. For your information, your previews, your news, and predictions all about TNA Wrestling. Now, let us welcome our TNA Wrestling Fan Zone superstars.
Whoa, whoa, we on the night. Whoa, yeah, come on the night. We on the night. Yeah, we on the night. That's right. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's get it started. Illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. I roll out the red carpet. The 90s song and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come. Now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine bright. We're in our prime at the time of our life. We on the night. Yeah. Hear us screaming louder. Can you see the fire in our eyes? Come on. We on the night. Walk among the giants in a den of lions. It's our time. That's right. We on the night. Whoa, whoa. We on the night. Like we dodging bullets, heart racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. Let's go. Living it to the fullest, like we dodging bullets, heart racing, car chasing, amazing. We everywhere, doing everything. Don't blink, you don't wanna miss a thing. We on the night. Yeah, we on the night. That's right. We on the night.
Cut my music, Eric. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rebellion Review Show right here at the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. I hope everybody enjoyed Rebellion last night, Sunday night, on the Fight TV app or wherever you ordered Rebellion. And it was an amazing show. Great wrestling, bell to bell. It was epic. And my team, you see the shirt. I am violent by design because I love that group. Eric Young, yeah, I know. Yeah, I understand. We won. That's right. We're awesome. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I am the true King of England champion and your former Greasy Revolution World's Heavyweight Champion and your former TCW World's Heavyweight Champion, where I will go into the Big Red Memorial Battle Royal and clinch my spots and become the champion of TCW once again. But that's going to be a big announcement later in the show from Michael Miner. But you know what I have to say tonight? All I have to say is my Greasy Revolution Championship, there will be news coming up on that situation because Santa Claus has still got it in the North Pole. I got my lawyers still involved trying to get my belt back because he ain't defended it within 30 days. But there's also big news. I will talk about this at the end of the show, ladies and gentlemen, what's been going down here behind the scenes at the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. But ladies and gentlemen, we will continue the show right now. Rebellion, can't miss. I am Fatback Greasy. I don't even know if I have a co-host tonight. I guess I'm going to have to go at it alone. But I know if y'all was wondering, we have a new addition into the museum, in the studio museum here tonight. We have an Aces and Eights. You see this right here, folks? Aces and Eights turnbuckle signed by Garrett Briscoe, Garrett Bischoff, Wes Briscoe, Doc, D'Lo Brown, and Knox of Aces and Eights. Here's a certificate for that as well. I hope everybody enjoyed this new addition right here to the studio. But all I have to say now is Rebellion Review starts right now. So let's get started. What is this? No. No. You know what? You know what? You know what I got to say? You know what I got to say? Good night.
Cut the music today, ladies and gentlemen. Today is, by God, the King of Pro Wrestling Day, Kenny Omega Day. Oh, God, it is a Kenny Omega today. As you can see, I'm wearing a Kenny Omega t-shirt. Like I got rid of Fatback. I mean, sorry, Fatback. I mean, I'm just so excited for what we are going to review today. I'm just...
You know what? Crap Kenny Omega, crap AEW on. That's all I got to say. Crap it.
Well, God, Don Callis, I got one thing to say. Congratulations to Kenny. By God. That's right. By God. Kenny, the King of Pro Wrestling Omega. Not only is he your AEW World's Heavyweight Champion, not only is he your AAA Mega World Champion, but in the main event, I'm going to say it once again. You can come back on here, Fatback. I don't know what happened to your connection, but my name is Michael Miner. As you guys can see, I am the TCW Monday Night Chaos host. As you can see over the shoulder is the TCW World's Heavyweight title, which Willie Joe has me holding for right now. But ladies and gentlemen, we just got to talk about the show. Come on, come on, Fatback. It's okay. Come on now. It's okay. It's Kenny Omega Day, ladies and gentlemen. We all know, ladies and gentlemen, that Fatback's a little pissed off after the main event. I mean, it's just the death of Impact now, because now Kenny, by God, King of Pro Wrestling, Omega Day.
Really?
Yeah. Omega, I'm here to represent you, my friend.
Really? You in your stupid AEW, Kenny Omega. Don Callis is a traitor. He's an executive in Impact Wrestling. And why don't he just quit being an executive in AEW, because that's where he wants to be. Oh, and let's not forget about the good drunks. The drunks that falls on the porch with Kenny Omega. Crap them too. They're traitors. Oh, the Bullet Club. Whatever.
Man, I mean, just think, by God, he's the champ. Talk about that in the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get on to the rest of the greatest pay-per-view of Rebellion.
That's right. But you know what, Kenny Omega? You better watch out because Moose will be on a mission.
Moohoos? Moohoo? Who's Moohoos? Nobody knows who Moose is because he ain't here anymore. I bet he took his tail between his leg and he ran.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started with the Rebellion review. And if you don't follow us on Impact at Impact Slam Zone on Twitter, you're missing a lot of news from us here at the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. We put up a poll at the end of Rebellion last night. We put up vote for your favorite Impact Rebellion match of the night. Your 4 choices was the X Division title match, Violent by Design versus the TNA Originals Knockouts Tag title match, or Swann versus Omega. So here are the results. Your 4th match of the night that people voted for was the Knockouts title match at 7.7%. Your 3rd, or actually it was a tie for 3rd, Violent by Design versus TNA at 23.1%. Your X Division title match at 23.1%. But your winner of match of the night for Impact Rebellion, Rich Swann versus Kenny Omega at 46.
No. Fatback. Now, come on now. It's Kenny, by God, Omega.
I'm not going that far, Michael. He don't deserve my respect because he don't deserve any respect from the King of England champion, the true King of England champion, and your Greasy Revolution World champion, and your TCW World's Heavyweight champion, former TCW champion.
That I currently hold right now, ladies and gentlemen, the TCW World Heavyweight title that I'm currently holding over my shoulder.
I thought Willie Joe was the champion.
Willie Joe was the champion, but when titles are being defended, it has to stay with the owner of the championship belt. So this one's here with me tonight. As you guys can see, thanks to Undisputed Belts, go get them Ball and Pro Wrestling tees.
Well, we're going to get started then with the Rebellion kickoff match that a lot of people really didn't see because the kickoff show was starting with this was Rebellion replay from Tuesday night. They showed it on the Fight app free stream. And I'm like, I didn't even know about this match. I was like, I'm not watching This Is Rebellion. Well, I done seen it on Tuesday. Why do I want to watch it again? So I didn't watch it. Then all of a sudden I seen on Twitter say, oh, we got a live match here. And I'm like, what? So a lot of people didn't even see this match. If you did not see the match, the full match is on Impact Wrestling's YouTube channel. So go and check it out. We have Rosemary and Havoc taking on the return of Kimber Lee, that she was injured, been injured. She's back. Team with Susan in this match. Michael, I know you didn't get to see the match, but the winner of this match was Rosemary and Havoc. Havoc hit the pile driver on Susan to get the win here. But not only during this match, Susan on the outside hit the mandible claw on Havoc, and she like turned into like Sue Young in like a minute or so, and then turned back to Susan. It's like weird. But anyway, your thoughts on this match, Michael? I know you didn't get to see it. What is your thoughts on what you just heard?
What I thought of the match, wasn't pretty much a big fan of the match, but can't wait to see what they do with Rosemary and Havoc, because those two used to be enemies, but now they're partners. I cannot wait to see them go for the Knockouts tag titles. But yeah.
So we're starting off the main card of Rebellion with a big X Division Championship match to start off this historic event tonight or last night. We had Ace Austin with Man Vulcan defending the X Division Championship against Josh Alexander and TJP in a triple threat match. This match was awesome. This match was epic to start off Rebellion. A decent choice to start the show off with a banger of a match, you want to say. But this is what happened. Ace hits Alexander with the fold, but TJP breaks the pin before the 3 count. Fulton trips up TJP from ringside. Alexander capitalizes with the divine intervention on TJP for the near fall. Alexander hits another divine intervention, this time on Ace. His finisher is like a pile driver onto the head, like package pile driver type move. He got the win here, and your new X Division champion is Josh Alexander. But also in this match, I want to mention they did a triple submission move. TJP hit a submission on Ace Austin. Ace had the submission on TJP, and Josh Alexander had the ankle lock on Ace Austin as well. It was crazy ankle lock. Kurt Angle should be proud of Josh Alexander in this match to become your new X Division champion. Michael, your thoughts, man? This match tired me out, man. I love this match. It was great to see X Division action back this fast action back. I would love to see, I keep saying it, Ultimate X with these three needs to happen this year. Make it happen, Scott D'Amore.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that match should happen, but big congratulations to Josh Alexander. Well deserved. I mean, coming from winning the tag titles twice with Ethan Page and now winning the X Division title, I bet Ethan Page was congratulating him on Twitter of him becoming the X Division champ. Now I can't wait to see what they're going to do with it. Maybe if Lance Storm gives him a call, we might see the return of the Canadian Championship.
We could see that. That would be interesting to see in Impact Wrestling. We'll have to find out, but man, that's a good opinion there, Michael. Good creative mind there. We're going to move on to the next match. What, Eric? I know. I was shocked too. Yeah, I was like, how in the world did you call him? Is that what happened? Y'all buddies. Oh, okay. Well, is Enzo upset about it? No? Oh, you beat Enzo. What, breaking news, Michael? Eric Young beat Enzo Amore up. Wow.
Good.
Okay. Awesome, Eric. Eric wants to know, what is your thoughts, Michael, on the big surprise that he brought to replace him? But, Michael, he wants to know, what is your thoughts on Morrissey debuting in Impact Wrestling?
I thought it was cool. It was good to see Morrissey back, Morrissey here in Impact Wrestling. I mean, wow, seeing that big dude come he was still doing stuff with SWE. If you guys don't know, it's a company down in Texas. He's going to be starting a feud with Blood Hunter for that. I think it's for the SWE World Heavyweight title, but I think that's pretty cool to see Morrissey here. I thought maybe we would see Melina with him because don't forget, she's the manager to Morrissey at ringside, but it was good to see him debut, and congratulations to Violent by Design.
That's right. Eric Young, Violent by Design. I'm a big fan of Violent by Design. You see the shirt right here. So we will get into the match here. The match interrupts. It goes crazy into chaos. Saban takes everyone out with a suplex to Diener, crashing into everyone on the floor. Willie hits the stunner on Doran, but quickly retreats, and Morrissey then hits that massive big boot on Willie Big Mac and then puts him away with the East River crossing for 3. And boy, Michael, I did not see that coming. A Big Cass or Morrissey hitting that move on big old Willie Mack. That was something to see.
No, it's Big Mac. Remember, it's Big Mac. He's a McDonald's guy.
That's right, Big Mac. Gotcha. But yeah, Morrissey, man, is he going to be a full member of Violent by Design?
I don't know. We have to see what happens tomorrow on Tuesday on Impact Wrestling, but we're just going to have to see how it all goes down. But if he's part of it, that's going to be really cool. I like to see him be doing more in Impact Wrestling. But, with his schedule and that, we'll just have to see how it all goes down.
So, Michael, what is your overall thought on this match, Violent by Design, taking on Storm, Saban, and Edwards and Big Mac?
That was a good match. It was a really good 8-man tag match. I thought we were going to see good old Eric Young's wrestle again, but, with Eddie Edwards being an idiot and injuring him, made him can't wrestle. But it was good to see Morrissey there. I mean, I can tell you right now, it's going to be Finn Juice versus Rhino and Morrissey for the tag titles at Slammiversary.
Wow, that would be epic. That's kind of my pick. I would say them, or I would say maybe possibly Beer Guns.
Yeah, there you go.
So, awesome match. That was one of my matches of the night. I really enjoyed this match. The whole show was epic. A lot better than the other competition that's, boring. But anyway, we're going to move on. I think this match would have probably went a little bit longer. I wished the injury didn't happen in this match because I was looking forward to this match. It was a big feud to come for Impact Wrestling on this show. We have Brian Myers taking on Matt Cardona. The Wrestling Figure Podcast explodes. The Major Brothers explode in this match. And take it away, Michael.
Yeah, as you guys can see in front of me, this is the Major Wrestling Figures Podcast T-shirt that I got in one of my Pro Wrestling Tees mystery grab bag. And when I heard about the match, I was like, oh my God, I got the T-shirt from these two guys of their podcast. If you guys don't know, I'm a big fan of their podcast. They do a lot of wrestling figure reviews and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I got this, and seeing that match happen, it was like, wow.
Yeah, it was a good match. I wished it went longer. There was an injury to Cardona. During the match, Cardona hit radio silence on Brian Myers on the outside of the ring, on the ramp. And then at the end, we had Myers hits a spear on the outside, followed by a top rope elbow drop for 2. Cardona almost puts Myers away with the unprettier. And boy, that was a wicked unprettier to Brian Myers. Cardona injures his leg, and Myers shows no remorse and takes him out with the roster cut clothesline. That's his new name for his finisher move. Your winner, Brian Myers, wins. So, Michael, what is your thoughts on Brian Myers taking the win here and didn't give a crap about his best friend?
Yeah, I think so too. I hate to say, but I love this version of Brian Myers as the heel. But that had to have been a wicked landing from Matt Cardona on his knee. If you guys didn't see that landing, man, I thought his kneecaps were broken right there. His one kneecap was broken right there. But that's what happens when you do moves like that. He was trying to go for another Rough Rider, but he missed, and I think landed on his leg wrong. But I just love that mentality of Brian Myers with that heelish deal. It's like, nope, I don't care about what happens. He's not my friend, and ended that. That was a good ending.
It sure was. And while we're on the subject of Cardona, Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, Michael, I don't know if you heard the news, but Chelsea Green, who recently got fired and released from the WWE, fans are asking her that her and Cardona should get married on Impact Wrestling.
I would love to see that happen.
Yeah, but it probably could do it, but it probably won't be like legit wedding.
Yeah.
But
we might get one of those stupid weddings that we did with Tara Valkyrie and that Johnny B retard, and oh my god, someone got shot. It's a mystery, which was stupid.
Yeah, the Larry D who come out to be the shooter. Oh, I thought it was going to be something epic, you know. I was like, oh, somebody like Rosemary did it or something. I don't know. But anyway, we're going to move on to Gia Miller interviews AEW owner Tony Khan alongside Tony Schiavone, Jerry Lynn, and Aubrey Edwards, the AEW official. Khan introduces Aubrey Edwards as tonight's referee for the title versus title match between Impact Wrestling World Champion Rick Swann and who gives a crap Omega. Taking on Impact Executive Vice President Scott D'Amore interrupts with Impact referee Brian Hebner by his side. D'Amore tells Khan that tonight there will be two referees in the main event. Your thoughts, Michael, and your so-called Mr. Tony Khan?
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Khan, the greatest owner of AEW, but it was good to see him there. With Jerry Lynn, Aubrey, really great referee. I like her more than I liked any of the other referees in AEW. She was one of my favorite female referees. But yeah, and then seeing it all change now, having two referees was okay, but I really didn't think we needed two referees. But I digress with that.
Well, they did it before back in Impact Day. It was like, I think it was Beer Money versus the Guns, and they had Brian Hebner and Earl Hebner, the referee. It was weird.
Likes to do the whole Montreal screw job type deals.
Yeah, it was weird back then. It was like this one. It was all right. I dug it. You know, they did it right. It was awesome. Still. But anyway, we will move on to the next match. It was for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships on the line. Fire and Flava, Kara Hogan, and Tasha Steelz defending the Knockout Tag Team Champions against Jordan Grace and my favorite, Rachel Ellering, that I met down in NXT at Full Sail University in 2019. She's really nice, awesome person, awesome girl. So we're going to talk about this match right now. Rachel hits a springboard leg drop for two. Fire and Flava hit a stereo top rope drop kick for a pair of near falls. Tasha goes over the top and hits Rachel with a modified cutter on the apron. And then Kiera soars through the air with a top rope crossbody to the floor on both of them. Rachel counters it. Kiera neck breaker into a sit-down powerbomb to win. Jordan Grace and Rachel Ellering are your new Knockouts Tag Team Champions of the world. And Michael, I loved that Rachel got the pin here on that sit-down powerbomb to take the win here. It was awesome to see Rachel in her debut get the win for her team, Jordan Grace. And don't forget, Jazz was at ringside. I wasn't expecting Jazz to be managing them. Is she going to actually be a manager type role now in Impact Wrestling? We'll have to find out. But that was awesome to see Jazz back after she said she was retired. But yeah, your winners, Jordan Grace, Rachel Ellering, your second ever Knockouts Tag Team Champions of the World in this era, okay? Not previous, but in this era in Impact Wrestling, they're your second ever Knockouts Tag Team Champions. There were Knockouts Tag titles in the past, but they got rid of them, so this is like a new era for those belts. Michael, your thoughts on Rachel Ellering debuting and winning her first championship on her first match in Impact Wrestling?
I thought so too. I mean, wow, Rebecca Erling winning that, it was awesome. Congrats to her. Well-deserved victory. Debut and you get a title shot. Like, wow. Never see that happening in wrestling sometimes, but her winning that was right on.
Yeah, it was awesome to see that. And was you expecting this Knockouts Championship title change?
No. I would never seen it change hands. I thought that maybe would continue the feud going into Slammiversary, which I already know they're going to continue that feud going into Slammiversary with Fire and Flava, and then with those two now as new tag champs and going into Slammiversary and then having because you'll have like Fire and Flava win the titles back again either at Under Siege or Against All Odds, and then have them do a grudge match and then end it that way.
Yeah, for sure. We're going to move on to a last man standing match that took place at Rebellion between Sami Callihan and Trey Miguel. These two have feuded for the last, I would say, 2 months, a month or so. And this match, after all this build-up, happened at Rebellion. And Michael, your thoughts? I'll let you go ahead and say your thoughts on the last man standing match, because there was a lot of spots in this match, and all I have to say is those tables did not break. Those tables were saying, "I am the table."
Yeah, I think so too. I think that's gonna be on Botchamania. Just watch for a Botchamania episode. That's gonna be on there. But good match. I thought those two were a match, but with Trey winning it, getting out from underneath the thing was hilarious.
Yeah, he got stuck from underneath the stairs. Sami Callihan's like, "Oh, I got him fooled." Trey Miguel did like this bulldog onto the table at the end and put him through it. That was awesome to see that. Also, that wicked, like, what is it? Power bomb. He did like a side slam, and more like a side slam to Sami Callihan did that to Trey Miguel onto the upside down table leg. I thought that was crazy. You could see that Trey Miguel took a lot of hits in this match. Trey Miguel was like, he was beat up. I mean, he was terrible. I will go ahead and talk about the ending here. Like I said, Callihan trapped Trey underneath the steel steps. Trey escapes underneath the ring. Trey reemerges and sends Callihan crashing through the table with a cutter. It was more like a bulldog, you ask me. Trey gets to his feet before the 10 count, and Callihan does not. He almost did, ladies and gentlemen. He almost come up and stood up, but I thought, oh, okay, Callihan's coming back. They're going to brawl some more, but it was over. Trey Miguel is the last man standing right here at Rebellion, which was awesome to see. I really enjoyed that match. I didn't think it was going to be as good as I thought. I would have loved to see him like go backstage and do some crazy spots backstage and stuff like that. But it didn't happen. I mean, it didn't happen at all, but it is what it is on that. But all overall, the whole entire match, it was awesome. So next, we have Gia Miller catches up with Impact World Heavyweight Champion Rich Swann as the historic title versus title match against AEW World Champion Kenny Omega draws near. Swann sends one final message to Omega stating that he has the home field advantage tonight. And Swann was like focused on this main event. He was like, I'm ready for this main event. And he said, you're coming into my house. You got to realize you're coming in my house, Omega. We're not in Jacksonville. We're not in Daly's place. We're at Impact Studios. Sorry about that. Impact Zone right there in Nashville, Tennessee. And Rich Swann's like, not in my house. I'm going to beat you for the AEW World's Heavyweight Championship. But we found out the outcome. Wasn't good for Swann at Rebellion. So we had to, we got to deal with it, people, of the outcome. But yeah, you heard it at the top of the show. Stupid Michael Miner was celebrating his stupid Kenny Omega crap with his stupid little belt and it's just stupid. Yeah, I don't get why he likes Kenny Omega. I don't understand why a lot of people like Kenny Omega. What is it about Kenny Omega? That's what I want. Put down in the comments if you're fans of Kenny Omega, because I'm not a fan of Kenny Omega. I'm for Impact. I'm for Impact Wrestling. I don't care about no stupid Kenny Omega, but we will move on. But your winner, Trey Miguel, defeating Sami Callihan in that last man standing match. And then we just talked about Rich Swann talking about his upcoming match against Kenny Omega. So next, we will talk about the World Tag Team Championship match. FinJuice, David Finlay, and Juice Robinson, a.k.a. CJ Parker from back in the day in NXT days, taking on the good drunks, bad drunks, who gives two craps, Doc Gallows, Carl Anderson. They get drunk, they fall off their porch, and they go splat. That's what happened when Doc Gallows got injured. You know, when he got injured by Ethan Page back a few months last year or so? What happened, really? He fell off his porch and messed his leg up because he was drunk, okay? Because he drank too much and maybe he was partying too much with George North. Yeah, you know George North from Laredo Pro Wrestling. You know George North, Mar City, yeah, whatever. George North, it's just maybe, or unless they were just partying too much, doing their stupid movie reviews, because that's what the good drunks do. They do their stupid movie reviews. They should join Michael Scarface because he does movie reviews as well. And what they do this past week, review or watch some kind of movie I've never heard of called Meatballs. I'm like, what the crap? I've never seen that movie. I don't give a crap to see that movie. That's all they are. They watch these drinking movies. That's what the good drunks do. It's whatever. It's whatever. They stupid anyway. We're going to move on to this match with FinJuice defending the titles. Everybody was saying, oh, the good drunks, they're going to get their belts back. They're going to become the new Impact World Tag Team Champions for the second time in a row. That didn't happen, folks. That did not happen because they lost. FinJuice from New Japan Pro Wrestling took the win here and retained their Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champions of the World. They're going to take those belts back to Japan. I mean, we don't know what's going to happen Thursday night, if they're going to be on the show Thursday night, but we'll have to find out if they will be on the show Thursday night, or they headed back to Japan again and taking those titles away from Impact Wrestling. So this is what happened during this match. You had Juice Robinson crashes into Anderson with a running cannonball for two. Doc Gallows pushes Finlay off the top to prevent the Doomsday Device. Finlay breaks up the Magic Killer attempt by Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows. And then Juice Robinson rolls up Gallows to score the victory and retain the World Tag Team Championships on a roll-up. Man, this was awesome. We got Can we get Michael Miner back on the live here? All right, thank you, Eric. Michael, you're on? Are you on?
Yep.
Awesome. If you're wondering, we're on the World Tag Team Championship match with Finn Juice, David Finlay, and Juice Robinson from New Japan Pro Wrestling taking on
Yeah, good tag team title match, but it's just now who's going to face Finn Juice. That's the big thing. You got to figure that all out. But I mean, it could be at Under Siege. We could see the Good Brothers winning it, and then seeing Good Brothers going to AEW with the titles again. But I just see Finn Juice winning it. But don't forget, they still have to defend. They'll be defending the titles in New Japan, so it's going to be pretty weird to see that. I mean, I don't know if they're going to broadcast the match from New Japan and see who won, but it's just it's like the Impact World Tag titles are not even existing anymore. It's only the World, the X Division, and the Women's Tag titles and the Knockouts title. The World Tag titles just like gone.
Yeah, exactly. Your winners of this match, Finn Juice retaining the Impact Wrestling World Tag Team Champion of the World. But Michael, it would be cool to see a New Japan team take on Finn Juice and those titles be defended international in Japan. That'd be cool to see happen, or have another team from New Japan come into Impact in the States. You know that forbidden door is open.
Oh, I already know what team's going to be. Finn Juice against my boys, G-O-D, the Gorillas of Destiny, Tama Tonga and Tamaloa. They'll be the Impact World Tag Champions because look at them. They became the Ring of Honor World Tag Champs. Add the Impact World Tag titles to their picture.
Yeah,
Because remember, this weekend, Tamaloa's got to face Sabre Jr. If Sabre Jr. loses, he never ever gets another tag title shot. So could be we might see at Under Siege Finn Juice, G-O-D. Or hold off the match until Slammiversary.
That would be a dream match in the making. And
that's my boys. My boys G-O-D dominating the New Japan Tag League right now. Why don't they come over to Impact Wrestling and dominate that?
That would be crazy to see at Slammiversary. And you got to realize Slammiversary will be another history-making night for Impact Wrestling. We will talk about
the world something again.
That's right. We will talk about that at the end of this review. So we're going to move on to a backstage interview of Don Callis. Gia Miller wanted to talk to Kenny Omega. Don Callis is like, no, not tonight. So Don Callis was like, no, AEW World Champion Kenny Omega is not going to be interviewed right now. Instead, Callis says his vision that he claims will come to fruition tonight when Omega defeats Swann for the Impact World Championship. So, your thoughts, Michael?
Don Callis, the best manager around with Kenny Omega, baby. The father that Kenny Omega has never had before, and guess what? He's got the father of a champion.
Boo. 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 Crap.
All you want. He's champion. Just wait till we talk about the main event, baby. He's
You know, Thursday night, that's all we're going to hear. Don Callis running his mouth. Thursday night, blah, blah, blah,
Thursday
blah,
night will be Kenny Omega Day.
Oh,
Just replay, Sheldon.
Don Callis.
Thursday night is Kenny Omega night.
Ooh. But anyway, let's go on. Knockouts championship match. Donna Purrazzo defending her championship with Kimberly and Susan, taking on Tennille Dashwood with Caleb with a K. And I wouldn't say this was better than the Knockouts tag title match. This was just if you want to say. To me, I don't think Deanna's ever going to lose this Knockouts championship. I mean, I want her to. I'm tired of seeing her with the title. You had like all kind of fights break out with Kimberly at ringside and Susan at ringside trying to beat up Caleb with a K. And Michael, what is your thoughts on Caleb with a K getting beat up by all these women in Knockouts in Impact Wrestling?
As the words I've always said from The Simpsons.
Caleb with a K, man. I don't get him, man. He thinks he's a photographer. He thinks he's the best. What he needs to do is go back down to High Spots and go back down to Grandpa South and maybe get more training from Grandpa South, because that's where he come from. High Spots from stupid Charlotte, North Carolina. But anyway, this is what happened, ladies and gentlemen. Tennille sends Deanna crashing into the corner turnbuckle with a double underhook suplex followed by her signature running crossbody. Kimber and Susan get up on the apron to break the submission attempt from Tennille, but Caleb with a K gets involved with Kimber, drives him into the steel ring post. Tennille has the champ beat after the spotlight kick, but Kimber and Susan pull her off the pin, and Deanna connects with the Queen's Gambit to retain the Knockouts Championship. And I have to say this. If it wasn't for Kimberly and Susan, Michael, Tennille Dashwood would be your new Knockouts champion of the world. But your thoughts? I'm tired of Deanna.
Yeah, I think so, too. I'm getting tired of Deanna Perez, but her being champion right now, it's the only way you're going to have a good champion.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, they say she's like the rookie turned rookie of the year turned champion of the year, whatever they want to call it. But yeah, she was like, come from NXT into Impact Wrestling, won the championship on her like first couple months in the company, and she's now like the biggest Knockouts champion of all time in Impact Wrestling history. But if it wasn't for Kimberly and Susan, she wouldn't have that belt. That's the thing. That she cheats all the time, needed help, and she wouldn't have the title if it wasn't for them two, Michael.
Yep.
After the match, Tennille kind of gets beat up by Susan and Kimberly, and out come a surprise return. Taylor Wilde is back in Impact Wrestling. For those who don't know who Taylor Wilde is, she's a former Knockouts Tag Team Champion with Sarita. She's also a former Knockouts Champion of the world.
Inaugural.
In TNA, the inaugural. Not the inaugural, Michael. Gail Kim was the inaugural Knockouts Champion. She was the inaugural Knockouts Tag Team Champion with Sarita. But Gail Kim was your inaugural single Knockout Champion. Taylor Wilde came out of retirement, and she is back in Impact Wrestling. She's been gone for over 10 years, I think, and now she's back, and she saved Tennille Dashwood. I don't know if they might be a team or are we going to get Taylor Wilde versus Deonna Purrazzo? I think they should save it for Slammiversary, Michael, for this championship match. And I say this is when Deonna Purrazzo loses the title and Taylor Wilde will become your new Knockouts champion of the world at Slammiversary.
I think Purrazzo's hold the title for a year since last year's Slammiversary, right? Okay,
Right.
yeah, I think so too. I think this will be the night she loses the title, and that would bring more prestige into that title because Purrazzo's been a dominant champion so far. I mean, Tara Valkyrie, she's beaten Jazz, Jordan Grace. She's beaten a lot of good competitors, but when it comes down to Taylor Wilde, she's going to have a tough competition.
Yeah. Deonna Purrazzo.
If it was me, if I were Scott D'Amore at Under Siege, you have Taylor Wilde versus Kimberly, or you start a feud between those two, and you have Purrazzo saying, you know what, you want a shot against me at Slammiversary, you have to beat my two friends at this pay-per-view and this pay-per-view. Then at Slammiversary, I'll give you a shot. Have Wilde win against Kimberly. That takes Kimberly banned from ringside. Scott D'Amore comes on saying, you know what? You lost, Kimberly. You're banned from ringside. Then you go into against Susan. Susan loses. You're banned from ringside. I find any of you two at ringside at Slammiversary. Purrazzo will lose the title by disqualification, and Taylor Wilde will become the new Knockouts title. That would tick off Purrazzo and then set up that match at Slammiversary, and she loses to Taylor Wilde.
There you go. I have to agree.
In front of the crowd. You have to do it in front of a crowd. Because I know this whole pandemic has been kicking everybody, but do it in front of the fans. Because remember, they're still in Nashville. You can use the Nashville Auditorium or wherever you can find a big, there you go, Nashville Auditorium where Slammiversary first began. Right? Well, no, not really. But there you go. Have Slammiversary there again and just bring back the pyro for one night. Just one night. We would love to see the pyro.
Yeah, I would love it too to see. Slammiversary started. Their first Slammiversary was in the Asylum. The second one was in Impact Zone and Universal Studios Soundstage 21.
I mean, because look at what WrestleMania gave us. It gave us goosebumps because we got to hear the crowd, the actual crowd, not voice crap with people, thrown into a voice thingamajigger and thrown into the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right there, just fans.
I would have to agree. It needs to happen in front of fans. Impact Wrestling needs a crowd. They're doing great right now without it, but they need it to have that energy. I would love.
All you have right now is the fixins. You have the fixin audio background kind of deal. Just no, Scott. Just bring in the fans. You want more. You want that history of Slammiversary. Bring the fans back. Because look, Mania did it. Last Saturday night, UFC did theirs with 75,000 fans. You can at least do, I'd say 15 or 5,000 fans. That will even it all out. So then you can still do the protocol before the show. You can do virtual fan meets kind of deal thing before the pay-per-view, and then go on into that weekend. Then Slammiversary, you have that Hall of Fame thing coming up. I know that's coming pretty soon. Who's going to be the next inductee into the Hall of Fame, which in my opinion, should be Christian Cage next. And then, Slammiversary comes up, and then boom, there you go. There's your fans.
And if they're worried about a small space for like fans, and if they don't, because Skyway is very small, that would be the concern probably with fans. So this is my opinion, Michael. If they want to bring fans back, why don't they just go home to the asylum at the fairgrounds in Nashville, Tennessee? It's big space. They can space it out, in the seats. They can put them in like in little pods in the asylum or the fairgrounds, and they had the bleachers and all that kind of stuff there as well. They went there for homecoming. They can do it again, and I think it's a big space to separate the crowd a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Because a 6 feet distance, social distancing right there for you. I mean, you could do the cutouts like they did with Mania, and they did with UFC. There you go.
Yeah. I would love to see a crowd back. There's rumors, people. Cross your fingers. The rumors will be true that Slammiversary will have fans because, Michael, they did not announce a date for July. They said July, but there's no date yet.
Yeah, I think so too. It could, because they keep saying world again right there, fans.
So we will move on to the main event of the evening for the Impact World Heavyweight Champion, Rich Swann, defending the Impact World Championship and the TNA World Championship of the world, taking on Kenny Omega, the AEW World's Heavyweight Champion of the world for AEW title versus title. Whoever loses and walks out with nothing. Whoever wins takes all the titles. So Rich Swann came to the ring with Eddie Edwards and Big Mac. Kenny Omega came to the ring. Well, you know who gives two craps? The Invisible Hand. Don Callis. Oh, I'm an invisible guy. I do things with my hands. I'm invisible. Crap you. And then the Good Drunks. So it's like, really? And it's really. That's all I have to say is just really. Really. I can't stand this stupid Omega crap. I wish Omega would go away. Whatever. But anyway, we had, before the match even started, we had lead play-by-play commentator, legendary Mario Ranallo. Mamma mia, you gotta be kidding me. Come to join D'Lo Brown and Matt Striker to announce this historic match. It was awesome to see Mario Ranallo back on commentary for pro wrestling again. It was awesome to see Mario back. So before we get into the match, let's go ahead and talk to Michael Miner. He is back. And give his thoughts on Mario Ranallo back doing commentary in pro wrestling.
Yeah, I thought it was cool to see Mario Ranallo back in pro wrestling stuff. I mean, because he's been busy with the Thriller boxing thing that was going on, I think, a weekend ago, because they had the YouTube versus TikTok fight thing go on. But it was good to see Mario back. But look at his hair. Holy cow. I mean, look what he was in WWE with a shaved head. Or he had his cut, and now look at him now. Holy cow.
A lot different. So,
Tony, I'm sorry to say, Tony Khan, you need to bring him to AEW and get rid of Excalibur.
I have to agree on that, Michael. Excalibur, he sucks. You had Aubrey Edwards, Ryan Hebner holding all the belts up in the air for this match. You had, like I said, you had Tony Khan, Jerry Lynn, and at ringside during this match, and Tony Schiavone during this as well. And also, you've seen Scott D'Amore over there to the side in the little backstage area watching the match as well. But you know what? I'm tired of hearing about this crap. So I'm just going to let Michael Miner review this match. It's his buddy, Invisible Hand, Don Callis. Invisible. Do things with my hand.
Okay, it's okay. It's okay, Fatback. Let the AEW take over. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it was the main event. It was a history in the making. On one side, you had your Impact undisputed world champion, Rich Swann, a young man that came here to prove that he can beat the man of the hour. Then on the other corner, you got the Good Brothers at ringside. You got the Paul Heyman of Impact Wrestling, the Paul Heyman of your reigning, defending, all elite heavyweight champion, Kenny, by God, the king of pro wrestling, Omega. Why I didn't call him the king of deathmatch? Because he isn't. But he's the king of pro wrestling. You had those two men go at it. We had flying moves everywhere. You had big triggers. You had attempts to getting the one wing angel, but it only took just that one winged angel. And ladies and gentlemen, I give to you your new Impact Wrestling World's Heavyweight Champion. He's the Triple Crown World's Champion. Not only does he have the AEW World Championship, not only does he have the AAA Mega World Championship, but now he has the Impact Wrestling Undisputed World's Heavyweight Championship. Because, see, Scott DeMar, you wrote your name on that contract to happen. The plan came together, and now Kenny Omega. Let Thursday night be the Kenny Omega day. Because we all know Wednesday night is Kenny Omega's day. We all know that Thursday night is now Kenny Omega's day. I hereby AEW Slam Zone this Thursday night will be Kenny Omega Day. Kenny, congratulations, my friend. You are the king of pro wrestling. Now your next step is to take the IWGP World. Well, no, you've already been that champion. How about you go over and take the title, the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship from Nick Aldis? Because Nashville Treasure, I hate to tell you, but you're about to bear witness to the king of pro wrestling, Kenny, by God, Omega. That's it for the AEW Slam Zone takeover of this main event, because we came out victorious in Impact Wrestling. Your world has been turned upside down.
Boo. Boo. So you know what? I hope, Michael, I'm going to go ahead and give my prediction here. Double or nothing. Kenny Omega is going to lose the AEW Championship. He is going to lose the Impact World Championship and the TNA World Championship to Christian Cage. Christian Cage will take those titles and take them home. He will say, I am going home to Impact Wrestling, and I will defend these titles like a true champion will. And then that's when the Impact World Champion ships go back to Impact Wrestling because I'm a big fan of Christian, but he'll probably lose those titles back to Impact Wrestling. That's just my opinion. That's what's going to happen. Crap Omega, crap your invisible hand Don Callis, crap you stupid Young Bucks, crap you stupid drunks, because they're all stupid. Okay, Tony Schiavone, you're an idiot too. Tony Khan, your stupid Jaguars are the stupidest football team in NFL history. You're losers. Yeah, your boy Kenny Omega can win, but your stupid Jaguars, what do? They lose. They losers. Do they win any Super Bowls? No, they're losers. Do they win? Do they beat the Packers? No, they don't, because they're losers. But anyway, that's all I have to say about it there, Michael Miner. So that concluded Impact Rebellion. I loved your stupid review. It was stupid. Your stupid match review. That's all. I'm not even going to say anything else about the match because you already done said it. So that concluded Impact Rebellion. We're going to talk about our matches of the night. There's no use in saying what Michael Miner's match of the night is because we all know what that was. So we're going to rate it too as well. But everybody knows what my match of the night was. Violent by Design, Eric Young over Impact Wrestling. I rate Rebellion 9 out of 10 because of this stupid Omega. Omega taking over the entire world of Impact Wrestling crap here. 9 out of 10. So I want to get Michael, what is your thoughts? And everyone knows your match.
Well, we all know the final thoughts. The show was a perfect 10 out of 10. Match of the night was Mr. Omega winning that Impact Wrestling World's Heavyweight Championship. I'll say to the day I'm dead or to the day that AEW Slam Zone is gone for business. Because, ladies and gentlemen, Thursday nights will now be Kenny Omega Day.
Whatever you have to say.
Because Rich Swann can now dance in the sunset with no titles.
Whatever you have to say there, Michael, I don't give a crap. But let's go on and talk about the news. Slammiversary, their world changes again. So let's go ahead and talk about it. They showed the commercial. You have teases of Samoa Joe, Laura Villeneuve, Chelsea Green, the Australian flag representing the Iconics, possibly, the Mexican flag representing Andrade, whatever you want to call him, maybe possibly, what's her name as well, the Trinidad. Who else was teased? Okada. Nato was also teased in this. So, Michael, what is your thought on these possibly people joining Impact Wrestling at Slammiversary? Impact Wrestling world changes once again.
Yeah, I can't wait to see that happen. I hope to see, you can see one of the videos, it looked like the Great Muta. Looks like he's coming back. But yeah, I can't wait to see what happens. That Australian flag, there you go. The Iconics might become tag champions for Impact Wrestling for the Knockouts tag titles, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, I can't wait to see the surprises at Slammiversary. It's going to look very, very good. Seeing that commercial, it's like, oh, here we go.
Yeah, I cannot wait for Slammiversary. It's going to be good. The road to Slammiversary is going to be epic with Under Siege and Against All Odds. And Michael, talking about Against All Odds, you seen the graphic? It's like a gambling type of theme there, like, Double or Nothing is. Could we possibly see something with AEW involved with this gambling gimmick?
I don't know. We will see. I mean, we could see Team AEW versus Team Impact. I don't know. We might just see what happens going into Against All Odds.
If they do Team Impact versus Team AEW, I would love them to just save it for a Lethal Lockdown.
Or save it for Slammiversary and then have the Lethal Lockdown there.
That's a possibility. I always thought Lethal Lockdown should be in the Lockdown pay-per-view type show,
Yeah.
but I always loved that all the matches were in a steel cage, and then they got away from it after years pass after that. But to me, the tradition always, that was the first ever. TNA was the first ever pro wrestling company to do a steel cage show, all matches in a steel cage. That was epic to see. I wish they would do it again, but we'll have to see on that. But, ladies and gentlemen, we will talk about all that coming up on your second ever episode of Brace for the Impact, coming up at you very soon. Probably not this week, but the following week, we will bring back Brace for the Impact, talking about everything coming up on the episodes coming up for Impact Wrestling. So that's coming back not this week, but the following week. So, yeah, that's coming back as well. We probably going to start some Asylum reviews coming up and some Laredo Pro Wrestling. I've got the contract signed, sealed, delivered. Michael Miner will be your host on some of those episodes as well coming up. So those are my news. Those are my announcements. And I will talk about a very special situation that has happened behind the scenes of Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. Very sad to announce, but I will talk about that in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and let Michael Miner go ahead and go with his announcements and what's going on in the world of TCW, which I just heard Michael Billy was on commentary live for TCW tonight. So that's something to check out. If you haven't checked it out, people, Michael Miner will give you more details of that in just a minute. But after Michael Miner gets done with his announcements, I will talk about what's happening, and we will go to a throwback clip that I really want to show everyone that everybody would like to go back and look at. So, Michael, go ahead, take it away with your announcement of upcoming show in the world of TCW. Take it away.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for tuning into this awesome show. If you guys don't know, this is a blank custom belt that was given to that I bought from Undisputed Belts. As you guys saw in the show tonight, it was the Kenny Omega, and I showed you guys the Major Wrestling Figures podcast T-shirt that you guys got to see. It's really awesome. You guys go and check out AEW Slam Zone. I did a mystery grab bag unboxing, and then I did a championship unboxing, and I show you guys all the PS4 games that I have. Yes, TCW did return last night, or just tonight. First episode live on PS4. I have the PlayStation 4 now, so it's really awesome to now get to play WWE 2K19 and do TCW on there now with clear HD. So you guys don't have to worry about oh my God, glitchy video here, glitchy video there from using the computer. But yeah, that's I just want to let you guys know, breaking news, real soon, Prime Wrestling. Yes, the Prime Wrestling review is going to return, but not only are we going to be talking about just Prime Wrestling, we're going to be talking about all 6 Resolution. Yes, as you guys know, I bought all the resolutions from Joe Dabrowski's public library, pro wrestling library that he's got going on. And I purchased the monthly things. It's like $6 a month. So it's going to be awesome to see that coming up very soon. I'll be watching all 6 Resolution 6, and then I'll give you guys a review on it, and then go from there. So, but anyways, I'm gonna let you guys know that the logo from Undisputed Belts is gonna be on the show because I'm gonna try to see if we can get sponsored by Undisputed Belts and by Kenny Omega, the Pro Wrestling Tees. I might just throw their logo up there so you guys can see it. It'd be really cool to have that as a sponsor for our show. TCW Monday Night Chaos. But ladies and gentlemen, I just want to let you know, breaking news, next week, 2 titles will be on the line. Michael Scars will be facing the Predator for the United States Championship. And then in the main event, we will have the debut, which will happen tonight, with Ashley Acid will be getting her shot at the TCW Women's Championship coming up next week. And the week after, we are going to have Legends versus Champion night before the big pay-per-view. So all titles will be on the line. Whoever wins those will go on into the Clash of Titans. But yeah, I cannot wait to see that very soon. Mark the calendar. Mark the calendar. May 16th is the big pay-per-view before we go into the new era of both the Exalted One Wrestling and TCW will be starting really soon. I'm going to be thinking about some takeover pay-per-views to come up with, so get ready for that. But ladies and gentlemen, that's it for me. But today, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to Kenny Omega, and we will see you guys coming soon for TCW Network. Go subscribe to me on YouTube for that.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back on the Rebellion Review Show, and I have to say, we have lost a member of the Impact Wrestling Slam Zone. I hate to announce it. It's sadly, he was a part of it since 2011. Big Red has passed away this month, but I just want to say this, and I play Fatback Greasy. I know I'm going out of character right now, but you know what? Fatback Greasy's not even here anymore. I'm Travis, so I just want to say this. My dad, that Big Red was my dad, and me and him started this channel back in 2011, and I just want to say this. I love you, Daddy. Thank you for starting this channel with me. And I want to show a clip from back in the day, Fatback Greasy, FBG Productions.
Welcome to the Cotton Picking Voice. Now, here is your contestants. Big Red, Billy Bob, and Homicide. And now, let's have a big round of applause for our Cotton Picking Voice host, Fatback Greasy.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going on with our first contestant of the night. Here we go. Big Red. Big Red. Big Red.
What's up, my man?
Hey, what's up, Big Red?
What's up, little Red?
Big Red, what's up? What are you doing, Big Red?
Eating some popcorn?
Popcorn, yeah, man. I'll take some popcorn. I want some popcorn, Big Red. I'm the host. I want some popcorn.
Here, take the popcorn. You got it.
Big Red, I'm gone. You sing to him. You sing to him, Big Red. Fatback Greasy, I'll be back later. You sing to him, Big Red.
Give me the mic. You took the mic.
What?
I gotta sing.
Here's your stupid mic. There's your stupid mic. Bye, Big Red.
Hey, little Red. Little Red. Little Red. you don't forget our plan now, okay? All right, people. All right, get ready out there, people. We're gonna sling something, baby. And you know we're gonna get it on tonight now, and Big Red gonna be the champ. You know what I'm saying? All right, here we go. I got some popcorn. Oh yeah, it's in my locker. Oh yeah, it's on the roof. Oh yeah, it's 100 proof popcorn. Oh yeah, I recommend. Oh yeah, to all them women who drink gin, eat some popcorn. Oh yeah, drink it on down, eat it on down, crap it on out. We gotta go. We gotta go. Got it now. We got it now. Go buy you some popcorn where you can eat some Big Red popcorn. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah. How's that? That's the champ. That's the champ.
Big Red.
I'm the champ.
Big Red, I'm here. I got to take the mic, but here.
What's that? What's that? What's that?
This is what it is, Big Red.
What's that?
That's my score for you. I know my score don't count, but that was awful. That's what, -100, 200, and 500. That's what I say about it. That's what I say about it.
Red the
right
judge.
here. That's what I say about it.
Little Red the judge.
That's what I say about
the
it.
judge.
What you gonna do about it?
Little Red the judge. He
Little
said
Red,
that was great.
Little Red don't mean nothing
I'm the
to me.
winner.
No,
I'm the
Little
winner.
Red don't
People
mean
like that.
nothing to me.
You better vote for me.
Red don't mean
You
nothing to
better. What?
Oh!
You hit me again, Fatback. Y'all knock you out again. Let me tell you something, people. If you don't vote for me out there and you two land and 10 ain't land, don't get back up. You better vote for me. If you don't vote for me, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to give y'all an attitude adjustment. Now, I'm the winner. And go buy you some popcorn.
Big Red, I'm gonna get you, Big Red. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, ow. That's what I think about Big Red. He wasn't no good. So we're going on to our next contestant of the night. Ow. And it's gonna be...
Here, eat some popcorn.
Hey! Hey! Big Red! I don't want no popcorn, that's stupid! Oh, there's popcorn all over the place. Anyway, Big Red, come here. Come here, Big Red. I'm tired of your crap. Big Red, you
What's
done,
wrong with that, bro?
you done ate all your popcorn?
I done ate popcorn. Go buy you some popcorn. You like my popcorn song?
No, it was no good, Big Red. And I thought it was kind of stupid and funny at the same time. Yeah, it was funny. You know what? That's what you get, Big Red. What you say? That's what you get. So
I'm
get out
gonna
of
win
here.
this, boys.
Get out of
Little
here.
Red, you better.
Get outta here.
You take care of business, Little
I'm
Red.
the host of this show.
Let me
You
tell
get out of here.
Oh, shut up, Fatback. You and your stupid show.
Get out of here, Big Red. You stupid. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this. Thank you for all the support that you've given us through 2011. We are continuing the show. If you're minor, are continuing the impact on. Now, I'm going to announce there will be a Big Red show right here on the Impact Wrestling Slams On coming soon in a few weeks that you do not want to miss. And there will be an announcement on the Big Red tribute show that you cannot miss. It's a big announcement in the history of Impact Wrestling Slams On. So, without further ado, I want to thank everybody right here at Impact Slams On. Thank you, Dad, Big Red, for being a part of the Impact Wrestling Slams On. And Little Red right here. And this was Big Red's hat that he wore during the show. So, everybody from Impact Wrestling Slams On, thank you for supporting us. Thank you for watching the show. And thank you as well. Michael, any final thoughts?
It really sucks to see him go. If you guys don't know, back in 2013, 2014, I joined TNA Wrestling Fan Zone and got to meet Big Red. If you guys go check out the Impact Wrestling Fan Zone, Slam Zone videos from way in the back. We did a video with myself, Billy Bob, and Big Red. I mean, it was really cool to meet him. It sucks I didn't get to come see him but you guys all know the big one at the pay-per-view, TCW's Clash of Titans. We're going to have a Big Red Memorial Battle Royal. So we're going to have Willie Joe, Fatback, Billy Bob, so many other guys going to be in that Battle Royal. So this one's going to be a big one for Big Red.
That's awesome, Michael. But I'm glad to see that. I can't wait to see that at TCW. Clash of Titans, the Big Red Memorial Battle Royal. But we're going to go ahead and get here for the night. Thank you, everyone. Stay tuned for the Big Red Tribute Show coming at you. If you're wondering what's going on with Revolution, it's going to be put back just a few months to honor Big Red at the tribute show. So that's going to replace Revolution for right now. Put the feuds to the side. Michael Squires versus Fatback Greasy 2 will happen soon, but it's going to be put on hold until we get the tribute show, and then after the tribute show, we'll move right into Revolution. So, everyone, hope y'all have a blessed week out there. Have a blessed and safe travels if you're traveling or whatever you're doing. Stay safe out there in this world, because this world is crazy with the virus going on and all things going on. Me and Michael Miner, the Empire Wrestling Slams On, the AEW Slams On, TCW Monday Night Chaos. We hope everybody enjoyed the show tonight, and we'll see everyone for a brace for the Impact in a week. Thank you and good night.
Thanks for watching the TNA Wrestling Fan Zone. Stay tuned next week for more fun, action, entertainment, brought to you by GTN Productions. Be breezy.
That's why he get him top, like he belong there. And when he taking off, it's like he own air. Trying to hide down. Whoa, whoa, we on the night. Whoa, whoa, yeah, come on the night. We on the night. Yeah, we on the night. That's right. Are you ready? Here we go. Let's get it started. Illuminate the darkness. You know who go the hardest. Now roll out the red carpet. The night is strong and it belongs to us. Yeah. The time has come. Now raise them up. When we hit the streets, it's a main event. Like we landed on the moon. Nothing been the same since. Now let the limelight shine.